Welcome. So here we are, Watkins Glen lap guide on our way down to turn 1. I am looking for this 200 sign and the Gran Turismo 7, and there's a nice little dark patch right about here in the middle of the ground. That's where we want to start our braking application. We're going to go down 2 gears. We really want to come in late and square off this corner and get back on the juice early. It's a really fast run up the hill and we need to be carrying lots of speed. Now for this particular car, I'm liking to shift a 180 for the 3/4 change, 220 to 224 for the 4/5 change on this uphill section. Try and minimize the steering inputs to minimize the scrub. So our next little piece of action here is what I would call a chicane, but I'm looking for the 200 board for give or take my turn-in point. Staying in 5th over the first curb, downshift to 4th between the first and the second curbs. Really trying to get back on the throttle, sort of balance the throttle and get back to wide open as soon as you realise you're going to exit this. Very similar to the old death chicane at Dragon Trail. Now for this fast right-hander, I like to lift off and use the tyre scrub to get the car tucked in, back to wide open throttle early, using plenty of the curb on the exit. I like to hold 4th. You do see a few people shift up to 5th. I am very good at English. 200 board is what I'm looking for. We're going to come down to 3rd relatively quickly, and we'll wait for that downshift to 2nd for the extra rotation just around the apex area. Picking up that throttle nice and early, drive off onto the curbs. Now the next tricky section I found was this bad boy here. It's a very throw it in style. So just before this 100 board, very quick downshifts into 2nd, really trying to slide the rear up into the camber of the road. Then a quick shift up into 3rd, and I like to squeeze that throttle in and try and push it out of the corner. Wide open throttle early seems to spin me out. I do see in other replays that people are getting to wide open throttle. Just a bit better technique that I have to practice. Once again, about halfway. So there we are, we're on the brakes now. This is perfect. So I was thinking about the 150 meter mark. Looks like it might be a bit further, 160 meter mark probably. It's very similar to the previous lot of corners, so we're going to go double downshift to 3rd, hold on to the downshift for 2nd for that last little bit of extra rotation. Really trying to square off the exit here so we can get wide open throttle in 3rd extremely early. Now I'm looking for the last little bit of shadow on the road there, so probably pulling it back a bit further than that 100 board, maybe the 110, 120 meter. I've been experimenting here a lot. Still, I'm finding this corner very tricky myself. So a downshift to 3rd, then the downshift to 2nd to try and get a little bit of extra rotation. We're going to leave the apex alone here. We're trying to carry a lot of speed around the corner for this, the straight after this. We'll have a look-see. Up into 3rd, wide open throttle, nice and early. Now I find this is just a lift off and turn in, slowly squeezing the throttle to minimize the understeer. A quick shift down to 3rd here just to rotate the rear, and driving off that corner in 4th. And there we have it, a lap of Watkins Glen. Good luck out there this week, fellas. It's plenty of fun. I really enjoyed learning this. Hopefully we can make some improvements as the week goes by. And for any questions, throw them in the comments section, and I will see you on the next live stream. Cheers, fellas.